Welcome back, boys and girls. This is Walter Henderson, principal of the Matterhunt Elementary School. So we're going to continue with our story. We had talked about another story called The Outside Dog, okay? And we had read another chapter that says Marisol wants a dog. We had just read that. Now the new chapter is called A Collar for Pancho. A collar for Pancho. Pancho begins with a P. Pancho. I wonder what's going to happen. A collar? Pancho? I wonder what's going to happen. What do you think is going to happen, boys and girls? Well, let's get started. Now, remember, it was a stray dog before. Then they started coming by. Marisol gave him food. And the granddad gave him bones. You remember that? Remember the color of the dog? Brown. What color is Marisol's dress? Did you say purple? Some said Miami Vice purple. What color is Granddad's coffee mug? Do you see the coffee mug? Did you say blue? Yes, it's blue. Is he standing in the doorway? Yes. Is the door open or closed? It's open. Grandfather sipped dark coffee in the doorway. That's me in the morning when you see me and I say, stop running. I have a cup in my hand. I'm drinking dark coffee too in the doorway of the school. Marisol patted the dog. He's sort of a nice looking for a stray dog, isn't he, Grandpa? He's okay, said Grandfather. Grandfather's hating right now. I don't think he is all mutt, said Marisol. Mutt is like a kind of name for a dog with mixed parents. I mean, the one dog could be a Doberman, one dog could be a Bulldog, and they mix, have babies. They call that a mutt. Maybe 90%. The rest of them look like a fancy dog. That's Granddad looking at her. He's got slippers on. If he's part mutt, he is all mutt, said Grandfather. Marisol parted his fur. Uh-oh, she said. Now I see a couple of fleas. We better get him a flea collar. She's patting the dog, and she realized he may need a flea collar. Remember, that was Granddad's biggest fear, flea, ticks, and whatnot. Que cosa, said Grandfather. Whoever heard of putting a flea collar on a stray dog? Oh, Grandpa, please let me buy one with the money Uncle Cuco gave me for my birthday. Grandfather shrugged. I suppose you can buy what you wish with your own money, he said. But don't think this dog is going to like having a collar around his neck. So Granddad's saying, hey, if you have your money for Uncle Cuco, you can spend it on the collar. But I don't think the dog's going to like it. And this is Marisol talking to Granddad. Her grandfather saying, please, please, can we buy him a flea collar? See, the dog is itching. He's scratching because he feels itchy because the fleas are like little tiny, tiny bugs that bite cats and dogs. And the dogs don't like it, so they scratch. At Dona Evrida's store, I messed up the last name, there were flea collars in two sizes, medium and large. Two sizes. What were the sizes, boys and girls? Medium and large. Is he a medium dog or a large dog, said Doña. As she asked. He is sort of medium-large, said Marisol. I think he's more medium than large, said Grandfather. Marisol nodded. I think so too, she said. So this is Doña in her store trying to find a flea collar for the dog. And Marisol, oh, I don't know what size. I need a lot. Yeah. And Dorian's looking for the right size for the dog. And Granddad's standing there because he's not really committed to this whole process. He's got his hands in his pocket. He's looking at the bananas. He wants the bananas. He's not caring about a flea collar right now. When they got back to the house, the dog sat very still while Marisol put the flea collar on him. That's odd, said Grandfather. I didn't think he would like it. He loves it, said Marisol proudly. See, Marisol is putting the flea collar on the dog. And Granddad said, I didn't think he likes it. See? The dog likes it. He likes being taken care of. Marisol's doing a great job taking care of the dog. At bedtime, Marisol said, the dog is in the yard, Abuelito. Is it okay if he sleeps there? I don't see any way to stop him, said Grandfather. So she came up to Granddad. So he's reading the newspaper. He's got flip-flops on. Flip-flops. And they have the lamp there. Is that light on? Is the light shining on Marisol? Yes, it is. So she's saying, hey, Granddad, the dog's here. Can he sleep outside? There is a full moon, so he will not be in the dark, said Marisol. And when it rains, he can keep dry under the mango tree. Said the Grandfather. See, it's at night. You see the full moon? The dog is dark. Grandpa, he's asleep, said Marisol. I guess he feels at home, said Grandfather. Marisol's eyes brightened. At home? I didn't say this was his home. I just said he feels at home. Now go to bed, said Grandfather. I think the grandfather really does like Marisol. He's kind of warming up to the dog. Do you see the dog sleeping? You see the stars? Is Marisol looking out the window at the dog? Yes, she is. Grandpa, Marisol called, you forgot to kiss me goodnight. Marisol heard the floor creak as Grandfather got up and crossed the room in his bare feet. Sleep well, Marty, he said. Marisol smiled. This is what I said when I said goodnight to Pancho. No, said, that is what I said when I said goodnight to Pancho. Pancho? Said Grandfather. Who is Pancho? My dog, said Marisol. I named him Pancho. She gave the dog a name. What was the name, boys and girls? Pancho. What? This is Granddad. They were talking, and Marisol, I named him Pancho. And Granddad's like, what you talking about? That's his face. What you talking about? See, Granddad has flat feet. He has fallen arches. That's okay. You get some orthotics and stuff. And that's the end of that chapter, boys and girls. Wow. So Marisol found a dog. She liked the dog. Granddad gave him bones. The dog came back. Now they bought a flea collar for the dog. And now he's sleeping outside. And now she also named him what? Do you remember the name, boys and girls? Pancho. She called the dog Pancho. That's his name. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'll see you on the next read aloud, and we'll finish the story. Do you have a dog? Is the dog's name Pancho? See you later.